Tomorrow we move in and we're not ready. I guess we've got a lot to do. Let's start. Love the hat there, my love. So JB did an amazing job this morning sorting out all of the G-Rock onto the kitchen area. So for us to move forward, I need to put Reparo, which is like the sealant of the G-Rock, and then we can start getting all of the framing and the kitchen stuff done. Oh, and while I'm doing that, JB is going to be doing plumbing!
The best part.
Yay! And he had to go all the way under the container with all the spiders.
Rusty's house.
Rusty's house. And we'd just like to say also, if this place is a disaster, don't judge us. We're just done shopping and we're moving in tomorrow, so. Bye! Let's go, let's go. Excuse me? Are you on my seats?
Yeah.
Come down.
Closed.
Everything's closed.
Sorted. You check everything under the bed.
Yes.
Wow.
Are you ready, bud? Are you ready to stay in your new house? Huh? Yay! High five!
9 months later.
Yeah. Happy?
Yeah. Okay. What about now?
That's a good question. I don't know what we're gonna do about this.
I know what you
We are in! Whoop whoop! And we haven't picked up the camera for like the last 2 days just because it has been a mad rush to kind of get into a livable vibe. But today we have managed to bring everything here, including all of our clothing. We have managed to get the fridge up. Sink is kind of there. Gigantic mess because I need to now try and organize food, but I have no idea where I'm going to put it because I don't have shelves yet. So that's going to be interesting. I have all of this. to figure out, and JB has made an amazing makeshift clothing storage for us in the meantime. So we still got a ton to do and we're going to be living in craziness. But one of the cool things is we got our nail gun. So our plan, well, I think JB's plan is to sort out all these funky warpy plywoods and get them secured onto the wood beams, and then I feel like at least this place is getting to a somewhat normal living vibe, and then maybe tomorrow we can try and get the ceiling up. Yeah. Yeah. Go get it. But we had a rodent. No, it's bigger than Rusty's foot.
It's a dog.
It was the coyote. It's a coyote. Good morning, everybody. We are back. 1 week since we've been living in this beautiful little jungle construction site. And yeah, so everything's been going very well. we have noticed the few days that we've had some rain, so we now can see where like there are some issues, and now we adjusting accordingly. Like yesterday we did some tree cutting because all of the fruits were falling onto our roof and keeping us up the whole night, which is probably the reason why we were still tired after a few days after moving in. And yeah, JB is currently doing some groundwork, and my plan for the day is to sort out this table. So I need to go and just finalize the sketch and then start welding this table, because this is pretty much the last little piece to the puzzle. I mean, there's still a ton of work to do. Like, I think this is going to take me a couple of weeks to finalize and finish, but the plan is to do that one. It's going to be kind of like a long owl type of counter space, and then that owl is going to go connect underneath the stove to lift up the stove, which connects to the sink. And then that's, oh, you can't actually see, that section up there is going to be some extra storage just for like pastas and stuff, just to be out of the way. So I really need to sort out the kitchen. And we think the next phase, so we're now on phase 3. So the phase 1 was cleaning up the jungle, phase 2 was building the main frame and where we are at the moment, and then phase 3 is now getting ready for rain season number 2. So there's a ton of work still to do, and yeah, stay tuned. Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Cleaning the jungle.
Again, your favorite.
Yeah.
You're just shifting some sand.
Yeah, you can run work. Make it pretty. And solid.
Perfect. Love that. Look how crazy this mess is now. This is all the tree that came from the top. And we still need to cut it into pieces and then, yeah, cut it into pieces. Some really nice trunks actually, so we're going to probably use some of that wood. Okay, so the plan is just to do a 2 meter by a 60 centimeter table, and then from there we're going to build on. So we're going to build onto the owl, and then we're going to build onto that little piece over there. There'll be a 20 centimeter extra piece there, but for the main structure I'm going to start with that, and then we're going to weld accordingly. So this is a little bit easier to work out all of the different dimensions and stuff. We don't make any mistakes. But I got a really cool present to myself, which is this thing, and I can't believe I haven't used one of these yet. It's a magnet that holds your 2 metal bars together, and then you can tuck it, which is just like the quick little weld to make sure that it's secure, and then you can remove it and then do the proper line of welding. So this is going to be a lifesaver, because I've really been struggling to keep the bars at 90-degree angles when I'm busy welding, because when you've got the helmet on, it's just almost impossible to really see if anything like ships. Okay, so now I need to finish the welding on the top piece and put the legs, attach the legs, so that we know that exactly like how it's looking and make sure that we're happy with it. So it's very much just the basic shell. So one of the biggest difficulties we're struggling at the moment, well, I'm struggling with when it comes to welding, is finding a good flat surface to work on, because the metal bends and sometimes can warp a little bit. So it's a little bit tricky, and that's why you can see that I'm sometimes struggling. But also with welding, it does burn the floor, so I can't do too much of it on the concrete, otherwise we'd get little holes. So it's a bit annoying, so I'm trying to do as much of it as possible on this dirty Duroc over here, so please excuse the mess. But yeah, now it is time to finish that welding, and let's get this done. Day. There is a big rainstorm coming. You can't really see it from here. Let me see if you can. Can you see that very big grey cloud. So there's rain coming, which means we're gonna have to start getting ready for the rain. Clean up. It's not supposed to be raining, it's March, it's dry season. We had all the intention to do work today, but the rain has come. Sorry, it's rain. Oh my god! There's lightning, there's thunder. It's so loud. I'm happy we have this little cabin. Oh my god, this is so intense. It's so intense. Look at this. And you rusty? What's happening? Good morning, everybody. Wow, we survived the crazy storm yesterday. Holy Moses. It's supposed to be March. There's supposed to be no rain. It's supposed to be so dry. But I don't know what's happening with Costa Rica at the moment. So we just had some crazy rain. We put this like, I don't really call this type of canopy thing, just to protect us from the rain. So it's not a permanent feature, but we are thinking about getting one which is a little bit smaller. It's actually quite nice to have that shade while we're working. So yeah, that might change, but we probably all have something similar. Anyway, so this week we're still busy working on the kitchen as usual. So I'm gonna go and finish this table, and hopefully today, by the end of the day, that one will replace our kitchen table. Just woke up to the most amazing experience. There's a toucan on our land. I'm really sad we don't have a telescopic lens because it would be so cool. He is over there. Shower. Toucan. It's so cool. Rusty? No, not there, bud. Wrong location. Let you guys know we are just going to finish this table. It's Saturday and Debbie will be editing this video today, so the more I can get done today, the more you can see. But the plan is to get in the shelves, get the shelves done, get this little piece on the side done, and hopefully there's no rain today and we can cut some Durox so that these things can dry, create a table, and by the end of the day we'll have a new working table for the kitchen. Fingers crossed. And then next week we'll finish the entire kitchen. Fingers crossed. We've been slowed down a little bit because of the rain this week. Weird rain coming through, so unfortunately that was just life in the jungle. So that's how things kind of escalate. So yeah, then we go and get some welding done. Just finishing my coffee, and yeah, JB is currently helping the guys finish cleaning up the big tree mess. And yeah, so they're going to be doing that today. So if you see other random people in the video, you know why. We have one more branches to cut to avoid any damage on the house. So and you spot either. He's currently hanging in the tree over there. And while they were doing that, I managed to get the shelf in, which is awesome. And then I just need to add the little piece, and then that is pretty much done. The framework is done. We just have to cut the Durox to fit onto there, and then we can swap that with this table, which is exciting. Yay. Let me go and show you that massive hole in the wall. Uh-oh. So it's about the size of my hand, and it goes right through. Luckily, we actually haven't Duroxed the other side of that wall yet, so we have access to both sides, which is awesome. So we can like clean this up, fix it with some concrete. But it's okay. I think we're gonna have to seal it before this rain cloud comes, because look at that massive big gray cloud coming over us. It's never good.